was like a spine-tingling vocal delivery just there. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Molly, and in this video I am going to be listening to the album Hell Awaits by Slayer. Now I am just starting to dip my toes into Slayer's music here on my channel. So far I've only heard their third studio album Rain and Blood, which was just a chaotic masterpiece of sound, and I decided to go backwards in their discography and check out their second studio album Hell Awaits that they released only a year before Rain and Blood in 1985. And yeah, I'm just really excited to hear this one and see what I'm going to think of it. Alright, so getting started with track 1 is the title track Hell Awaits. Alright, it's slowly fading in. It sounds like people groaning and chanting. Loving that bass now that's really shining through. Okay, I was wondering if there was going to be vocals on this track. The first half of that was purely instrumental. His vocal delivery is so rapid, I'm not really picking up on much of what he's saying. These guitars have such an ominous tone to them. They're so heavy, almost like this growliness. Well, that was track 1, Hell Awaits. I would say sonically that track perfectly epitomized the album cover, just a bunch of bodies it looks like falling through hell. With that introduction, how they gradually faded it in, it kind of did feel like you were falling down into this pit or something. And the vocals too had such a heaviness to them. There was almost like this ambient quality that they had, almost like he was in a cave or something singing, like a sort of mild echoiness to it. But moving on is track 2, which is called Kill Again. I absolutely love these drums. And again, I'm hearing that echoey quality. I mentioned that on the last track with the vocals. There's almost this ambience to this record at times. I love how they just completely stop it like that. That tone right there, it's like an engine revving up or something. Just such a growliness coming from the guitar. Only son, want to see infant die. That was track 2, Kill Again. We certainly got an interesting side of his vocals on that one. I loved all of the change-ups he was doing with his voice. Like at the very end there where he screamed Kill Again, it almost entered this really high register. He did that scream too later on in the track, which almost makes me think he'd have a really nice melodic voice too. And then he can pull it down and do all of this deep, growly, demented sounding stuff too. But I'm going to move on to track 3, which is called At Dawn They Sleep. I'm never gonna get sick of that. Awaken, I have become like I love how this song is pulled down a bit. It's on the lower side, like that bass was really shining. And then when this guitar solo is introduced, it comes in with such a shrillness. Like it almost attacks you with its sound. It was like that song kind of went up to this peak and slowly stopped there for a second and then just dove down again. It's like you're on a roller coaster of sound.
Beware the image of the sea. Stuck soul. Along the brain of the sickening parasite.
This song just keeps getting heavier and heavier. I didn't think that was possible. That percussion right there, that rolling sound that it had, fantastic. That was track 3, At Dawn They Sleep. Where to even begin with that one? It just totally caught me up in this whirlwind of sound, so much jam-packed into that one track. The bass for sure was standing out across the entire thing. It just had this amazing presence to that song. And that track was a little bit more pulled down. Like on the previous song, Kill Again, his voice kind of went up. It had a little bit of a higher register to it. And then At Dawn They Sleep, they pulled it back down. It had so much darkness and heaviness to it. And with those sort of ambient, like echoing background vocals too, they just created a really, really dark atmosphere on that song. But continuing on with track 4 is Praise of Death. Interesting tone on the bass there, sort of a springy quality. I love the cymbals. There's such a big crashing effect they're adding to this song. It's bringing a lot of drama.
Only living to die.
Yeah, with that guitar tone, it's like you plunge off a cliff or something. They do that a lot with their music. It just creates this like adrenaline-filled launch forward and then you just fall down. It's awesome. It's like this song was being decelerated almost, and now it's just this really weird, sort of warbly guitar tone.
Only living to die.
That was track 4, Praise of Death. I loved all of the change-ups with the instrumentals on that one. The percussion, I was noticing that a lot. Something they were doing with the drums, they kept switching it up a bit. There was so much variety, and I love their drummer's playing style. And then the guitars too, with the tone and everything that they were achieving. On the guitar solos, it's like almost a bee buzzing around. There's so much lightness to it almost. And then they can pull it down and bring an incredible weightiness too. I love that dynamic. But I'm going to move on to track 5, which is called Necrophiliac. Yeah, see how the drums there, they had that almost rolling effect to their sound and a bit of echoiness too. I absolutely love that. They keep doing that throughout this album.
Rotten hell. Satan's cross points to hell. Bring demonic love.
guitar is just so screechy. It's like such a high, kind of jarring tone.
That hatred master now must die. Blood upon mortal men, the fire of the strong within.
That was like a spine-tingling vocal delivery just there. That was track 5, Necrophiliac. His vocal delivery at the end there on that word hell, oh, I loved how heavy he went with his voice. And such a morbidness to that song, so much darkness, not just from the intensity they're playing the instrumentals with, but the atmosphere that they're creating on this album is incredible. It just has such an amazing haunted tone to it. Alright, moving on to track 6 is Crypts of Eternity. I love the warm, rich tone of this bass and then that springy, wild sound the guitars have.
Devious to those unknown, he walks below the land. Kill the priest and curse aim endlessly. A demon from the past, I have seen the dark depths of hell.
I love how dramatic Slayer is with their music. There's something so theatrical about their sound. These drums, oh, I love them. I love when he goes so high like that with his voice. Just so much intensity, but at the other end of the spectrum, instead of the heaviness, it's like this manic wail almost.
My kingdom, my domain.
That was track 6, Crypts of Eternity. It always amazes me how much energy Slayer can bring to their music, and not only in like this forceful in-your-face way, but they almost have this seething, like simmering on the surface energy too that they really play up. And it was such a contrast between that warm, rich tone of the bass, and then you had those manic guitars going on, and sort of a hollow coldness from the percussion too. Just a lot blended together. All the instrumentals kind of had this opposing quality to their sounds, and yet it kind of worked in like one chaotic whirlwind of a track. But I'm going to move on to the final song on Hell Awaits, which is track 7 called Hardening of the Arteries.
Fear is wild, the face of the world. Hatred the skies that bright. So this is mine. This is death.
Yeah, again, there's like an echoiness on his vocals. For a second there, I thought there was a second vocalist, but I don't think that there is. I think it's just the effect that they're using.
But it's world.
This guitar tone, it's really pulled down. It still has that screechiness to it, but it's a little bit lower. It almost sounds a little bit muffled, like it's kind of underwater or something.
But it's world.
Alright, I just said how it sounded muffled, and now that percussion is bringing so much clearness. Well, that was track 7, Hardening of the Arteries. That one certainly got my blood pumping, that's for sure. Maybe that's what they were going for with the track title. And that song just had an amazing steadiness to it. It was almost like a pulse in a sense. They kept this really steady rhythm, and then the instrumentals were kind of doing a lot of crazy stuff on top of that, but that pulse would always stay there. It was very steady throughout that track. Well, that is going to conclude my reaction to Hell Awaits, the second studio album from Slayer. The energy on this record was absolutely insane, same as Rain and Blood when I first heard that one. I'm just absolutely blown away at how much energy Slayer can inject into their music. It's amazing. With one listen, I think the standout for me personally is track 3, At Dawn They Sleep. That one had so much variety in that one song alone. How it ended with those drums was amazing. I love how much the bass shone through on that one too. But this entire album was such a blast to listen to, and I'm quickly getting addicted to Slayer's music. I definitely want to hear more from them. And yeah, as usual, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next video.